So I think complexity is a good descriptor of the world we're in. Customers are less homogenous, so they have different needs, and that will tend to drive a more complex product set, a more complex set of channels, of contact points with customers. I mean, you've seen the rise of social media, but people don't focus on that exclusively. They still want a face-to-face contact or to be able to speak to somebody on the telephone. So most of those things are additive and make the world a bit more complex. I think finance within that has two roles. One, as ever, to try and simplify, and simplify if only in the way we describe the world that we're in, so that can be more accessible. But secondly, that complexity drives more complex decision making, and that requires better people that are more versed in that. It requires a deeper understanding of what customers' needs are. It requires better data sets. And a degree of agility or speed or flexibility in how you make those decisions, because the more there are, the more you're going to have them deployed down the organisation. I mean, 20 years ago, you could make most of the decisions at Sky, from the corner office. Today, the complexity of the product set, the number of countries we operate in, the number of ways we touch customers means that's just, not that it was ever particularly viable, but that's just not a non-starter. And therefore you have to have confidence in people all the way down the organisation, but you also have to equip them with the tools and the information to be able to make those decisions in a sensible way. If you want them to get good outcomes, you've got to let them see the world as you see it. And so, those are the challenges we face on a day to day. What do? You invest in the people, you get the good people, you recruit the best that you can, look after them, retain them, and that allows you to make some sense of a world that I just don't think it's going to get any less complex than it is today.